But don't try to come take our freedoms away because you feel like you're being abused on the internet. Because I ain't about that. I'm just going to do what? I'm going to smack that down. Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. So happy to have you guys here today with me. And it is a new year, a new time, and things are off to a pretty rocky start, wouldn't you say? I mean, my goodness, America done gone crazy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, you guys. I'm just feeling a little weird right now. I'm hoping that things will sort themselves out and this will be a wonderful year. Lots of good things happening and that everyone around the world can start to heal and do well. And we'll see what our famous couple is going to be up to. Now, and also at the end of this video, I got a couple of more things. Some people sent me some things. I just feel like I want to share that with you. So if you want to watch it, it'll be at the end of my video. So going on now to what I'm going to talk about today, I have a couple of people that send me stories every once in a while, and I do appreciate it. Sometimes I can do a video on it, sometimes I can, but today I was able to do something. So I'm going to do this story, or a couple of different stories. This one is Prince William and Kate Middleton plan a private trip to see Harry and Meghan Markle in LA. Now, I don't know if this is true, for real. I mean, interesting. This has to be some kind of intervention. It has to be something pretty serious if they're going to go visit with them. Last thing I heard was that Harry was going to be going to the UK without Meghan to talk about Megxit, and Meghan was going to video conference herself in. So let's just see what this says. Okay. It's not going to be a highly publicized trip, according to a royal insider. So shutting down claims of an awkward reunion. Okay, they are planning a surprise reunion. Okay, a surprise, like surprise, we here. Hi, you got some cake? Like what kind of surprise? So, a royal insider has said that the plans to visit the Sussexes would go ahead as soon as it's safe to travel. However, the couples are first expected to meet in the UK before the trip to the US. Yes, that's what I thought. So Harry's supposed to be going over there anyway. So the royals are expected to be reunited at a number of events this year, including the Queen's 95th birthday, Prince Philip's 100th birthday, and the unveiling of Princess Diana's statue in July. Oh. A lot of important things happening over there in the UK, huh? Yeah. So is Miss MM going to find herself going over to the UK? I mean, she got to. You gonna miss this? These are pretty substantial events that you need to be a part of. Okay, so there's a lot of important events going to be happening this year. How are they going to get around that? Now, with COVID still being in place, it could be that they'll have a good excuse for not being able to come, but will they be zoomed in? I mean, you would think that would be the most respectable thing to do. And I just don't know how Meghan, especially Meghan, can even show her face to the royals after how she's behaved and acted and just been off the chain, stupid with her choices, disrespecting the royal family the way she has. They are vowing to not let things get this out of hand in the future and have learned a lot from this difficult experience. Speaking to US Weekly, an insider said it's certainly been a roller coaster for everyone involved, especially the brothers. Yes. You know, Meghan's the reason why they've been having all of these issues. I mean, she's just behaved badly. But at some point in 2021, the Cambridges will travel to Santa Barbara and see the Sussexes on their home turf. The insider suggested it could be planned secretly, adding it will not be highly publicized. The reunion plan appears to shut down claims of an alleged feud between William and Harry, which was understood to have worsened in the months. So I think that saying that they'll go, or even the fact that they probably will go, they might have to just do that to shut down those claims that we good, like we ain't fighting. See, look, we visiting. You know, they might try to do something like that just to save face. I wouldn't put it past them. And I think they should do it. I think I would definitely say, yeah, go. See what they're doing. Check it out. And you'll get a good inside look into, how Meghan's perpetrating her new life in California. Because it's just a perpetrated life. It's not a life that's substantial in terms of what it's going to bring to the people. It's not substantial in what it's actually going to end up creating for her and Harry. She has to really produce something of substantial worthiness to validate her being there. And the pressure is on. She can't fail. So this is a call to action for Meghan to see how she is going to, okay, you have what you want. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? We want to see some hits. We want to see some, popularity of the things that you're going to produce. Let's do it. Okay, but they have reached a point where they both agree life is too short for pettiness and animosity. And I agree. You can't let these kind of things get in your way. And it's too petty for someone like Meghan to think it's all about her. All these issues that have come down to a woman wanting to have her own popularity, trying to pick up where she left off right before she married Harry. That's all this is. Now, there was a lot of trash talking on both sides, and it's fair to say that each of them felt betrayed by the other as well as disrespected. I would beg to differ on that, because what it is Harry not wanting to hear the truth. It was Harry not wanting to hear when his brother said to you, why are you trying to get married to her right now? And rather than listening to his brother give him some good advice, he's going to have to, get all upset about it and throw a hissy because he's a spoiled rich kid that don't know how to hear someone be opposed to a decision that he might make. Okay, so the alleged feud escalated between the brothers when Harry and Meghan stepped down from their senior roles and their duties in January 2020. Now, think about this. The issue was that they didn't tell nobody. They completely disrespected the Queen. William didn't know. Nobody knew that they were going to leave. And they just decided to leave. And at what point do you say, you know what? I was wrong. It's my bad, brother. I'm sorry. I love you, man. Come on. Give me some dap. Come on. I love you. I love you. You love me. Yeah, I know. You wasn't feeling me marrying this girl so quick. I get it. Because she a skank. Because we see, yeah, okay. But then they just, keep talking. Just acknowledge it, Harry. You didn't marry the right woman. And find peace with your brother. And just be like, okay, we brothers. Just go there with your brother. Because it's petty. It's stupid. But he gonna keep having issues with his brother because he's mad. Don't nobody like his wife. And he's like, he wants people to like her. It would be pretty upsetting if the whole world didn't like this woman that you love so much. Because you're like, man, I like her. I love her. I married her. And y'all don't like her? So he's really feeling hurt by it. He's upset. He's like, come on, y'all, give me a break. But, Harry is he's just always made poor decisions. And at one point, when do you say, I make poor choices? I have a history of making poor choices. And then when someone comes to you and says to you, you're making a poor choice, are you sure? Then you can reckon, I've been known to make poor choices in the past, so maybe I should just listen to my brother this time. Maybe he knows what he's saying, because I know all those different times in the past where I wasn't making good choices. I screwed up. This is probably another one of those moments. And then maybe had he been able to recognize his past poor choices, he could have prevented this poor choice of a wife, right? And there wouldn't be this bickering back and forth, and they wouldn't be in the news all the time. They'd be doing their royal duties low key. The whole world is not all in their face about everything. But it didn't turn out that way, did it? Because of the kind of woman that Harry married. I think it comes down to this rich kid not being able to understand that he has made poor choices. That's, if anything, the teachable moment here for Harry. That had he been able to see that his whole life he has made choices that have gotten him in trouble. so that the advice that he would get from his loved ones, the people that love him the most, that know him all day, every day, when they come to you and say, you getting ready to make a poor choice, are you sure? Listen and pay attention. This is what it comes down to, y'all. Archie, okay. The queen is said to have shed tears of joy after she was told about her grandchildren's attempts to repair their relationship. Because we look at the queen now, and these are her twilight years. She's going to be around. Well, she's a royal. She got access to good. Okay, so she got maybe like a maximum of 10 years. Okay. So, yeah, because she lived to be 110. Well, she could maybe. I don't know. She doesn't have much time. And for her grandchildren to be causing this big ruckus with this girl right now during these years of her life is just uncalled for. They shouldn't be doing it. And I'd be shedding tears of joy too. It's like, finally, my grandchildren are coming to their senses. You know, who wouldn't want that? She wants to see things going well. Maybe she can finally just let it go in peace and you know, and pass on in peace and harmony with her family intact. But her whole life, essentially, as a queen has been, you know, so much fighting and bickering with her children and now her grandchildren. It's like, well, I guess this is like a normal family situation, wouldn't you say? Yeah. But the problem is that it's on a world stage and everybody can see it. Everybody all up in your business like, oh, look what they did. Like everybody looking and commenting and talking, and the queen's getting feedback, and it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. So those tears of joy, I mean, I can imagine, yeah, that's a good thing. So the attempt is good. We want to see them reconcile. We want to see them come together as brothers with a good life. However, one close source suggests that the reunion between the two families would be very awkward. You got that right, awkward. Phil Dampier, author of Royally Suited Harry and Meghan, in their own words, said this: I think it's going to be very awkward if they do meet up. From what I am told, the rift is not a lot better at the moment. They are not talking a lot. I don't know how this got started, that they may even be going to California. It could be just somebody making this up and saying it just to try to get the idea brewing. Hey, what about going to California? And the idea of that maybe happening would maybe cause, you know, Harry and Meghan to get it, shape it up, get ready, okay? Be good. Like, don't be doing no more bad stuff. There could be a lot of reasons behind this coming out as a story now. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, so this story comes out right when Catherine it's her birthday, and it's going to be in the news that it's her birthday. And so they got to put out that they're quitting social media on her birthday. But didn't I hear before that they said they were quitting social media or some platforms? I don't know why, but I thought I had heard this before. And quitting social media is something that they're going to probably say, but in reality, they're not going to do it. There's a couple reasons why I know. One is that they are on this big trip for business, for documentaries, and for their podcast. They're on this big trip about doing all these things. In today's world, you need social media to function successfully. At least one platform, something. But to say you quit it entirely is almost impossible if you're doing the things that they are doing. Trying to run successful different media platforms with their podcasting, their documentaries. Like, if you're trying to do all these things and you don't want to use social media, but you want to be successful, well, you need to be successful because you got this big monkey on your shoulders. You need to be successful. And guaranteeing your success is not going to happen if you're just quitting social media. So I know that that's a lie. That's a lie because of that reason alone. Now, The other thing is the social media platforms are giving them a lot of pushback. They get a lot of negative feedback on their platforms. Now, we know with social media, there's always trolls. There's always people or somebody behind a computer who don't have their real name, who knows that, they undercover, like they don't want nobody to find them so they can type away, "You suck. I hate you." Saying all kind of mean things. But they undercover, right? They don't want nobody to know who they are, but they want to sit there and say mean things all day long. We're going to always have those kind of people. People who are on social media know this. We're going to always have some haters. The problem with Harry and Meghan is they have so many haters. They don't even see the light of the good comments because they have so many haters. The people that are saying these things about them are just everywhere. So the vitriol that they get is overwhelming. I can see that and that's why I don't want my channel to be a hate on them, but more of how can you be better, Harry and Meghan? How can you be better? And if I were them, that's the approach I would take. If I had all these people hating on me in social media that I felt like I had to say, well, I quit you, social media. If I felt like I had to do that, I would be thinking, what is it about me that makes people not like me so much? Like what am I doing? Some self-reflection would be good. Like, look at yourself. Why people hating on you? Because at some point you have to think, okay, this ain't normal. Something wrong here, right? Something is wrong. Why are people hating on me? So you would have to think that you could maybe be better at the things that you're doing because you do have so much negativity. What can you do to be better? So if you're looking to not have some self-reflection about your behavior and think, how can you be better? And you think you just gonna be you and people just gonna hate, so I quit. If that's your situation, then you haven't grown from this experience and you deserve not to be on social media because you don't know how to listen and to be better. But we know that's not going to happen. We know they're going to be on social media. They're going to have some secret accounts, or they're going to have people doing social media for them to promote their shows. Like they're going to find a roundabout way because they don't like the hate. But I say be out front and look at how you've behaved to understand why people are not feeling you. And then maybe you can become better and you don't have to go through the extremes to lie and say you're not going to be on social media, because we know it's a lie. Abuse that they get is so bad that this is probably hard for them. This is like, I can't take it. And this is what I think is so interesting, that they're going to try to find a movement out of this hate. Like, okay, let's kumbaya, come together, hate on the internet. We're going to be outspoken about it. Come together, everyone. We're going to talk about hate on the internet. We're going to make this our platform too. We're going to be the spokespeople for the hate on the internet, right? They'll try to make it a platform for themselves, but how are people, going to really come together to say, stop hating on the internet? This is our platform. We're going to make things better for the world. That's just impossible, because you're going to always, like I said, have haters. I remember Kim Kardashian said once she used the feedback that she got on social media as a focus group, where she could look at, okay, what doesn't work? What works? Like, what were people saying? Because if people genuinely like something, they're going to say it. I don't care how much they don't really like you. They'll be like, okay, all right, that was good. That was good. Okay. They're going to tell you something was good, or they like something if they really, really like it, right? They'll tell you. So if you could, just try to listen in a way that is not like, stop beating up on me. All the people are beating up on me. But if you just kind of open your ears and say, okay, what did you say? What did you say? And be like, oh, okay, well, now you hating. You hating. You saying that? Okay, you just hating. Okay, but what did you say? Oh, you said that maybe I shouldn't try to be so controlling on Harry and being rude to the royal family and not be trying to monetize my son and be all secretive and touching Harry's back all the time. Like people saying things like that, but you hear it as negative, but they're saying things like that. Maybe you could be like, okay, well, maybe I did do that. And maybe, yeah, maybe that isn't good to do. You know, maybe you can start to see how you can be better. Because the abuse that I'm sure that they're getting is not all, you should die, I want to kill you. I mean, I know they're not getting all that kind of abuse. They have to be getting some constructive criticism at some point. And they just don't want to listen to it. So they put it all together and they say everyone, the whole world is hating on us. I wish they could figure that out for the sake of their son. Because if they try to come out and say, we should not have no social media, no free speech, that's going to be wrong. They ain't got nothing to do with the rest of us. Like, don't try to have some platform now with you being the savior from the social media monster. We don't want to hear that. You got the monster. We don't. And just maybe if they were to do a little bit better in how they delivered themselves in their branding and be better and maybe had some, I was wrong about that or that wasn't right to do and just start doing things better. It ain't got nothing to do with us. See, people will start having their own personal experiences and then they want to put their personal experiences on the rest of us and try to create a movement out of it. Like we need to get on their bandwagon. No, we ain't feeling it. Look at it differently. And I think there's a way for her to look at it differently. You got to change yourself at some point. You got to grow as a person to be better so you can do better. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So until next time, peace and love. I love you guys. Bye-bye. But Lala, I want to thank you so much for your card. It was beautiful. And to the person that sent me these, I didn't get any information on who it was, no return name or anything. But these beautiful books, you guys are giving me quite a collection of books to now read on Diana. Books I don't even have. Honestly, I used to buy every book, but there's some books, people were always writing books about her. I don't have every book. And ironically, I have never had or bought these books on her. But I have here behind me that I don't know who sent me this either. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the person that sent me these beautiful books on Diana. I did receive them and I'm very grateful for your kindness, for thinking of me, and it really does warm my heart. I have a lot of reading to do. I don't know when I'll find the time, but at some point I would love to sit down and read these books. I really do miss my Princess Diana. So once again, thank you to those who sent me things. Bye-bye.